Benny, I said at the top of the show that I said that this is a massive game for Man City. And personally, I think it's a must-win game for Man City. I know you're going to say nuts after such a short amount of time at the start of the season. But the reason I said it is that they've lost 2 so far. They lost 4 in the whole of last season. I don't think Man City, a side like Man City, looking to make it 4 leagues on the bounce, can enter a Premier League season and after 10 games have 3 defeats and go on and comfortably win the Premier League. I know you're going to go, well, they can go on this stupid run they always do.
But teams around them have got to win their games. So it's all well and good. If Manchester City drop points, everyone else has got to be winning games. So I look at Manchester City and you're right. They've not got off to the best of starts by their usual standards. But even though they are notoriously slow starters anyway, but once they do figure it out, they tend to go on runs. Remember, they've got a lot to deal with. As you said, they're chasing 4 Premier League, which has never been done in a row. They've just come off the back of a treble. They've lost key players. I know they've brought good players in, but they've lost like key figures, people like Gundogan. Big goals, big games. We saw FA Cup final. You found that out.
Early as well.
Yeah, big goals. So it's just about them, like, tweaking 1 or 2 things. But you know what Pep's like? He's a genius. Once he starts to get 1 or 2 things right, then I think you'll start to see them purr. And this might be the game that gives him that little spark.
The gap between the 2 sides at the moment is 6. All right, and it's not a great Manchester United start, and it's not a great Manchester United side, and the gap between the 2 sides is massive. If Man United win this, the gap is only 3 points.
Yeah,
I mean, what? No,
it doesn't.
Sorry, I don't say that from a Man United can win the Premier League. No. I know we won't, right?
Oh, hold on.
Well, I said a Manchester club will be top.
Honestly,
but my point is, right, everyone's slagging off Manchester United saying how poor they are and they've got problems, defensive problems, etc. If United win this game, they're just 3 points off the mighty Man City.
Yeah, but the thing is that you look at Manchester City, and even if they do lose games, you still go, but City have got the tools and they've got the know-how to kind of turn it around and start pushing up the league. You don't know what you're going to get from Manchester United. That's the thing. So even if Man United win it, I'm all of a sudden going to go, do you know what? I think United can win the next 4 or 5 games.
No, I just think for
Man City, even if they lost to you lot, you'd still go, ooh, they could put a run together.
Okay, last time out, United won this 2-1, right?
Yep.
There was a goal that was scored that a lot of people said should have been offside.
Yep, which it was.
Offside.
That's the only game you've won in the last 5.
Shut up. But either way, right? But either way, United can win it. They can find a way.
I almost feel like in this game, and it's happened before. I mean, a prime example is I remember the 2-0 2021. The Pogba one's the one that always sticks in my mind.
Yeah.
Where
his second half was ridiculous.
Arguably the best half of football he ever played for Manchester United. But I still think there's times in this game where Manchester City, of course, on the occasions have absolutely walloped you lot. But there are times where the longer it goes on, it's a bit tighter. I start to think, do you know what? They might just nick something from this game.
Yeah.
That's it. But it's a derby. Form does almost go out the window. But I just think when you've got a side like Manchester City who are as relentless and as formidable as they are, if they get it right, if they start the game fast, it'll be a long afternoon for United.
Key men for Man United and key men for Man City would be who?
Well, Rashford's a key because he scored in a couple of these games before, scored the winner and played his part offside in the last one.
Yeah, still counts.
He is key for United.
I agree with that.
From Manchester, scored in this game. I think he scored in his very first one, didn't he?
Yeah, I think
when
so.
he burst into the team.
Through,
Yeah. I think he's key. Your midfield's going to have to try and control possession because Rodri's back now. So you know that he's going to have loads of the ball. Yeah. So I think the midfield battle, it's going to be interesting to see what Ten Hag does in midfield because Casemiro, he wasn't fit last game. So I don't know if he comes back in. I would probably be a little bit reluctant to just throw him straight back in.
All right.
Because if he's carrying a little tweak, imagine him trying to chase them lot around.
I know, but he's such an important player to Manchester United.
But if he's got legs, if he's got no legs and can't run.
All right. Scott McTominay?
McTominay's got to play.
Yeah.
Amrabat. And Fernandes, there's your three.
I think Amrabat needs to step up a bit. He was a bit poor midweek.
Well, you got to play them two next to each other. Not McTominay streaking forward. McTominay and Amrabat just sit there in front of the back line.
Who will win?
Manchester City.
What score?
Where's it at?
Our place. Trafford.
3-1.
You madman. I've told you not to drink during the show.
I've seen them come to your gaff and give you 6.
No. We will win. It'll be the same scoreline as last season. I've
been doing the show with you for how long?
2-1.
And I've never heard you ever say United will lose.
No, but I have said I don't fancy it, and I have said I do fancy it, and I've got the call right both times.
So what do you think?
I fancy it. I think we'll win 2-1.
Okay.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.